We do know that last night, President Jacob Zuma delivered his State of the Nation address, and this morning the Presidential Golf Day takes place at the Atlantis Golf Beach Estate that is situated just 700 meters from the beach in Melkbosstrand outside Cape Town. Vaylen Kirtley is there, and let's say a very good morning to her. Vay, it's a very good morning to you.
Palesa, it's a very good morning to you and good morning to all of our viewers. I mean, just look at that magnificent view of Table Mountain. And this is the view that you get from out on the golf course here at the Atlantic Beach Estate Golf Course, where they are hosting the yearly Presidential Golf Day. From this golf course, you actually get panoramic views of the Atlantic Ocean. It's absolutely magnificent. There's a little bit of wind, that's always to be expected here in the Western Cape. But I suppose to be on the golf course is a place to actually relax. I wonder how much relaxing will be had, however, after what we saw last night in Parliament. Let's just speak a little bit more about what we can expect today, because today is not only about golf, it's also about raising funds for a very important sector, and that is education in South Africa. Joining me from the Department of Public Service and Administration is the Director General, Mashwale Dipofu. A very good morning. Welcome to Morning Live.
Good morning, Vaylen. Thank you.
Just explain a little bit more about today's event and what we can expect.
Today, Vaylen, as you have indicated, is about relaxation and fundraising. What we're expecting here is about 172 golf players who will be playing in the Presidential Address Golf Challenge. It's an annual event since 2001, and they'll be contributing towards the fundraising initiative for a charity of the choice of the President. In this case, the President has chosen education, so the funds that are raised will go towards that cause. But in addition, it's also an opportunity for the golf players and other stakeholders that will be here to network, exchange ideas, continue talking about how we can build the country together and take South Africa forward.
DG, we're expecting members of Parliament, different people from the business sector. After what happened last night, are you expecting to still get a full attendance register?
Of course. We checked, as said last night, the 172 players that have registered. They will be here today. And that's exactly what they need, because what happened last night is about South Africans exchanging views, members of Parliament exchanging views. This is another platform for them to continue exchanging views, talking about the state of the nation, but over a game of golf.
You mentioned that it's also a networking opportunity, because we're not only going to be getting our public servants out enjoying a day after the State of the Nation address, we're also going to have them interacting with business people. How important is that interaction? It
is very important, because the understanding is that government alone is not going to be able to address the challenges of this country. There are ideas out there, there are role players out there who have a very critical role to play in this regard. So bringing senior officials of government together with members of Parliament, together with senior business leaders, that's exactly what this is about. And it will contribute to that objective of having them exchange those kinds of views that are necessary to take this country forward.
How much are you expecting to raise for the chosen charity today?
Well, in terms of the pledges, at this stage we are at about 9 million, obviously, 9 million rands. Obviously, the pledges are pledges. At the end of the day, what counts is what gets into the account of the trust. But we are hoping that we will be in that region of about 9 million rand to help students at the level of basic education, students at the level of tertiary education with their studies.
Over the years, you have managed to raise a lot of money. Would this pledged 9 million, would this be the most that you've had actually raised on one Presidential Golf Day?
If we get all the money, yes, it will be, because on average it's about 7 million that we get per annum. But if we reach the 9 million and we convert the pledges into actual contributions, it will be the highest indeed.
Explain to us what's actually going to happen, because we are actually going to have President Jacob Zuma himself actually get proceedings underway a little bit later on this morning.
Yes, a little later the President will arrive and the tee-off will happen in about an hour's time or so, 2 hours time or so. And after that, then the rest of the game will take place. You will see all the 172 players show their skills over this golf course here that we have. And then a little later afterwards, we will have a prize-giving ceremony where the President himself will be giving prizes to the winning golfers.
DG, you yourself going to play? I mean, you look very fit. You look like you have played a couple of rounds on the golf course. I understand this is one of the Western Cape's best. Are you also going to be getting out?
Unfortunately not. Unfortunately not. The time will come when I'll be a golfer, but at the moment, unfortunately not.
Lovely. So thank you very much, DG, for chatting to us here on Morning Live. Speaking about the Presidential Golf Day, which is taking place at the Atlantic Beach Golf Club Estate. Right, let's go back to the studio. We'll have more for you from here a little bit later on.